East. All right, I'll let you go, Logo.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Logo. I live where the hurricane is, and I lost power twice, and then I came back. So we're going to try to make this little chit-chat happen, and we are going to pray to the Jesus, who's a biscuit, mind you, in case you missed that. He will indeed sop you up. So let us pray that my lovely Sandy impersonation does not go to waste. So cheers. Let us pray that we do not lose power. Okay? Drink. And if we do, come to my house. We're having a drinking party. I have lots of Absolute vodka and Tostino's pizza rolls. It's not on a diet, but I don't care. Okay. So, Mimi, who was my first choice to be partners with? Of the girls who were there, my first choice was, oddly enough, Chad Michaels. Go figure. Interesting. Karma. So that was my first choice. Who would and the other question I get asked time to time, like, who would I have wanted to get paired up with of girls who weren't there? And my top, you know, it's funny because, like, one of my dear best friends from the show is actually Sharon, and I just adore her. But I kind of think that if Fifi O'Hara and I were paired up, that would have been the biggest shit show on the planet. Oh, can I say that on here? I don't know, so I won't swear anymore. Okay, let's see. Next question. Please tell us your side of the whole story with the drama with Alexis. You know, I didn't say it in the people thought that when I wasn't saying it in the workroom that I was trying to, like, I didn't have a strong point or anything. And the reality of it is that it's not my business to say on national television something that happened about Alexis at her job. I wouldn't want her saying that about me, and I think it's rude. I think it's unprofessional. So I just decided that I wouldn't air it. It's not my place to bring that up. So if you have that question, you should ask her or call the bar that she got fired on, be Sherlock Holmes figured out. I don't know. But it's funny. It has nothing to do with what was brought up on the show, which is funny and odd. But that's not my place, and I didn't feel like I needed to necessarily bring it up. I'm not worried about it. You know, I don't need to go 1,000 miles from my house to steal somebody's job. It was kind of ludicrous. I live in New York City, and there's 1,000 bars within a mile of my house. So it was just kind of absurd, the whole thing. When is the hologram video coming out? The hologram video comes out actually in January. We were supposed to put it out in September, but it got delayed because of editing. It's going to be the world's longest music video. It's over an hour long worth of different mini music videos because it is the world's first Choose Your Own Adventure music video, and it's a fierce video. There's about 40 independent music videos that make up the whole thing. So it just takes a long time to edit 40 music videos, and we had to basically just push it back a little bit, which is why we pushed up the Queen's music video. So I hope you're enjoying the music video for Queens by my band Excel, which is on YouTube. You can watch it. It got like 250,000 hits within the first week, which is kind of crazy. So definitely look up Excel, and the music video is called Queen. Let's check out some more questions here. Okay. How do you feel about getting eliminated first? It happened, and I can't control it, so I don't dwell on it. I just feel kind of lucky that I was even asked to be back on All Stars, you know? First of all, I feel lucky to even be asked to be on RuPaul's Drag Race. It's kind of a crazy thing. And then to be asked to come back part of All Stars. You know, there are 50 girls who've been on the show, and then to be one of 12, the best of the best of the best, apparently, is kind of quite an honor in and of itself. So I just feel very lucky. You're the one that I want. You are the one I want. I think it's funny that people are so mean to me. It's really weird. Like, I don't really understand it. Like, I'm kind of reading the comments and I'm ignoring the hateful comments. It's kind of absurd because a lot of these people could not do what I do. I find that people who are haters because there's something that I trigger in them that they recognize in themselves, and or they feel not important enough in life that they have to kind of hate on me to be an obstacle to my success. And it's kind of absurd to me, you know, like, that they think they can become a hurdle for me to achieve success. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, you can jump over her girl or kick it trying. So if you're just going to be mean, like, seriously, I'm just not going to even acknowledge your existence. You're not that important to me. So thank you for trying. Is Pandora still being mean to you? No, Pandora was not mean to me. It's like, here's the thing, is that when you're shooting this show, each episode can take a couple of days to film, and there's 10 cameras. So you're watching, like, you know, 72 hours condensed down to 48 minutes times 10 cameras, you know, like, so it's crazy. So you're watching a very small slice of what really happened, and that's the story that was told. And you know, there definitely was some conflict between Pandora and I. You know, she felt that her chances, you know, might be lessened or whatnot, but I really thought we actually did really well. And you can look on the RuPaul Drag Race page and compare our pictures, girl. Compare them and see, you know, put your opinion on what pictures you thought were better than others. Thank you, Tamarla. I think that, you know, I don't really. It's kind of funny because, like, here's the thing. I'm a comic. I do stand-up comedy, and in my show, it's very politically incorrect, and I do I do make jokes about people. But I believe there's a time and a place for everything, and it's all about the intention. And to just sit around a room and just bully people is kind of absurd to me. And then to go online and attack people that you don't know anything about. You know, people who attack me know nothing about my life, know nothing about how hard I work, about how entertaining I am, how I put on an amazing show. So if you hate me, then why bother chatting? Go do something else. There's a storm, there's a hurricane, people are dying, and there's more important things than sitting around and hating people in this world. It's so absurd. Aside from Sandy from Greece, who would you impersonate in the Snatch game? I was going to do Liza Minnelli. You know, I think she's really fun to do. When I do impersonations, I'm kind of usually more interested in characters that people don't think of. Like, I do a show called Barely Living Legends that I do 10 impersonations on stage. I change live in front of the audience, and I talk about kind of the weird people that our culture has sensationalized, whether it's John Benet Ramsey or Casey Anthony or any of these people that, for all intents and purposes, weren't a celebrity, but after they died or did something horrible, they became a celebrity. So I'm kind of intrigued by those characters as well. Let's see. Next question. Mimi, do you wish that this season wasn't a team season? You know, I'm not a fan of the teams thing, I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't think it's fair to anybody. You know, everybody works so hard, and now all of a sudden you have to compromise all of that and try to pair it up with another person. You know, there are definitely, people have strengths and weaknesses, but, you know, it is what it is, and it was definitely a fun experiment. Thank you, McBeasy. I appreciate your comment. Who is your favorite drag race winner? Definitely Sharon Needles. Sharon Needles is a sister. She calls me, we chat, and she just always has an insightful and a smart thing to say, and I just love her dearly. Where did I get the Sandy wig? This is like a Bette Midler mullet wig that I just kind of pinned and brushed out, and I literally got the idea to be Sandy at about 2 o'clock today, and I ran through my closet and just kind of like put some stuff together. I made this little top and pulled this hair together, and I had gold hoop earrings, and I tried to give you some like bushy, like 80s brows, because it's just, that's sort of what she was doing during that time. Do I still work in Philly, or do I live? What was the question? Do you still work in Philly at Voyeur? I want to give you a chance. Yes, I do a show at Voyeur on Wednesday nights. I have been for 2 years. It's definitely my favorite drag show I've ever seen. I have 6 queens who do 4 completely choreographed, brand new production numbers every week. Every week, 4 new group production numbers, completely choreographed every week. Plus, they do numbers on their own. I host it. I do a contest. I do numbers also, and it's just a gigantic, huge spectacle. Do you think Misty Maven should be on a future season of Drag Race? Definitely. I think Misty Maven is a fierce queen, honey. You should check her out. Her and Porcelain, all the queens in Philly are really sickening. There's some really fierce queens. I've never had a Philly girl on the show. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw somebody like Porcelain or Misty Maven or Satine Harlow on Drag Race in the future. How long did you girls actually wait for the judges to deliberate before going back to the stage? It can depend. Sometimes you can be in that lounge for an hour. Sometimes you can be in there for more than that. It just depends on how much they want to talk and, you know, have a little, I'm sure the judges are like, wait, before they come back, let's have a cocktail. And they do. So cheers. Drink up. What's my favorite movie? My favorite movie is Wizard of Oz. It's a classic. Did you and Shangela ever make up? Yes, we definitely have. I love Shanji. Willem is a Philly girl. Well, I guess Willem is a Philly girl. I mean, he lived in L.A. for so long, I kind of consider him an L.A. girl, so. Scroll up. Let's see. Question. All these questions are going so freaking fast. Would you ever consider doing stand-up comedy? I have a show called I Would Hate Me Too, and it debuts in New York City on November 10th at the Laurie Beachman Theater, and you go to spincyclenyc.com to buy tickets. It's a 1-hour stand-up comedy, no numbers, nothing. We're going to talk shit about Honey Boo Boo Child. We're going to talk about Sarah Palin and Bristol had her little show. We're going to talk about Anna Nicole Smith. We're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about gay culture. We're going to talk about drag race. We're going to talk about it all. So you should definitely go to spincyclenyc.com, buy a ticket. And, yeah, it's going to be on tour, too, starting in January. So check that out. Let's see. Can I smoke a cigarette? I feel like Sandy smokes. I'm sure I'll get a call from Logo. I think it goes with the look, right? So that's my excuse. Okay. Mimi, I'm not from NYC. Why did they team up on you like that? You still talk to them. People team up. It was RuPaul's Drag Race like Lord of the Flies, honey. It don't make no sense. It is what it is, but we all get along. We're all good. Trust me. I mean, I literally just had Manila and Latrice last week at my show. The week before that, I had Raven and Jujubee. I also had... within the past month, I've had, did a big show. I booked Manila, Latrice, Pandora, Alexis, Jada, Tammy, Chanel, Michelle Visage. I've had them all, so we all get along just fine. Do you still have a Tumblr? I have a Tumblr. It's Mimi Imfurst. It's plain and simple. You should look it up. Follow me on Tumblr. A lot of my Instagram goes there, so you should check that out. Logo TV says I can smoke. I can smoke and drink at the same time. Does anybody watch Honey Boo Boo Child? I want to know what you think of it. Where did I get this cup? This is not... I have a cup that's even bigger than this one, and it makes me look like a woman because it puts things in perspective. Oh. Have y'all watched Queen, the music video? You should watch it. It's on YouTube. Look up Excel by Queen. Am I going on the Drag Race cruise? Yep, I will be there. Wait till you see my outfit. It's sickening. Get the blunt out. I don't think I can smoke a blunt. But I can smoke a Virginia Slims because I've come a long way. What's it like to talk to RuPaul off-screen? Girl, I never talked to her. She busy. She been a queen. How long have you been doing full-time drag? Since I was, it's like pretty much the only job I've had after high school. I did it all through college. I did used to do drag in high school. I did drag before high school. I've been a drag queen since I was born. I think I was born with a wig. I was born this way. How do I paint my brows? I shave them off, and then I have a little brush that makes it look like it's actual hairs, which is a really cool brush. It's from, it's by Royale, and the brush is called Aqualong Wisp brush. It's like it comes in 3 different sizes. I think this is the 1/4 inch. Who did the queen in the music video? The makeup was done by a fierce queen in New York City called Acid Betty, and you should definitely check it out. She's kind of sickening, so... What do you think of Tammy's outburst during the Interior Illusions Lounge? Tammy Brown is crazy. She's kind of like the Andy Kaufman of drag. She just, like, will go into character and do something. Let's see. What else can we answer? I lost my thing here. Let's see. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a report from... I'm going to answer your questions, but now a report from... I have a weather report, actually, for you all. A weather report.
This is RuPaul.
And this is Martha Wash.
We are...
Oh, it's still playing. Turn that off. Yes, it's Raining Man. I love Martha Wash. Martha Wash is actually in one of my band's music videos for Queen, the one that's coming out. So you should... I mean, for a hologram, you should definitely check that out. So it's gonna be fun. Alright, back to answering some questions. Let me see some questions for you all. Where did it go? I get a little Excel in the background. Let's answer your questions. Okay. How do I feel about Sahara? I'm just really, really, honestly, very saddened about the whole Sahara thing. It still kind of doesn't feel real in a lot of ways. Sahara was somebody that I was very close to in New York. We started doing shows at the same time, and we were competing on all the same stages. And, you know, it's just kind of heartbreaking that someone that talented and that someone that nice had to leave us so, as far as I'm concerned, way too early. So, it's really sad. And even now, today, I still don't think I've wrapped my head completely around it. Who are my drag mentors? Definitely Jackie B, Justin Bond, Divine, Lee Bowery, Lipsinka. My drag mother is a fierce queen named Sweetie from New York City. Definitely check her out. What kind of lashes do I use? I'm wearing 3 pairs on the top right now. These are 301s. And then, on the bottom, I'm wearing, like, just some I got from, like, the store because of, I wanted a little bit smaller ones for Sandy. Normally I wear bigger ones on the bottom. What do you say drag queens should be on RuPaul's Drag Race? After Betty would be sickening on Drag Race. I think that she would probably be the one I would want to see the most just because she's kind of kooky, crazy, a cunt. Misdemeanors, a fierce queen, Bianca Del Rio. These are all fierce queens that should be on there. I mean, a lot of the girls are sickening. Who's my favorite artist? My favorite artist? Like, singer artist is probably Bette Midler. I'm kind of old school in that way. I think she's sickening. I think she's amazing. Let's see. Am I married or partnered? No, I'm as single as it could get. So if y'all want to date with someone who does Sandy Dombrowski during the hurricane, I'm totally, by the way, going to wear this outside and run through the streets and scream, "Here comes Sandy!" Can you imagine if I ran outside dressed as Sandy right now? I would enjoy that. We need more grease. What are your questions? Do I like things? I love things. I'm kind of looking at my contour. Sorry. I like music here and there. Okay, let's see. What kind of men do I look for? I like men with trust funds, big dicks, and parole officers. If you got one of those 3, honey, I'm down. We're gonna make it happen. Okay. I I'll be happy with somebody that just doesn't mind the fact that I wear a wig for a living, honey, because gay men are very weird sometimes. They just don't want to date you if they find out you do some drags. They like, oh, girl, I gotta go. But they're watching Drag Race, let me tell you. How can I call you? I don't got your number. You have to email me your number. You can email, if you want to date Mimi Imfurst, you email me. My email is fans@mimiimfurst.com. That is fans@mimiimfurst.com. Okay? Will ever come near Nebraska? I would love to come to Nebraska. I feel like the show makes you seem messy, but you're not. No, I'm not a messy queen, honey. I am a sickening, fierce bitch. So if you underestimate me, it's to your own detriment. Come see my shows, okay? That'll solve it. I can't call you if you're just putting your number in the chat. I can listen, McBeezy Minaj 21 who's trying to get me to call him right now. I can't call you right now because I'm doing the logo chat. McBeezy Minaj 21. I'm sure you're cute, so you better email me your number and I'll call you afterwards, okay? If you really want to date with me, you can call me. It's that simple. Just email me your number. fans@mimiimfurst.com. Oh, do I like Latrice? I love Latrice. She's fun. Growing up, did I have any musical theater outlets? I'm a big musical theater nerd. I'm doing a production of Hedwig and the Angry Inch in February. And we are going to take Hedwig to a new place. She's going to be very Edie Beale meets Nicki Minaj. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be twisted. See, now everybody wants to date me. Well, then you need to email me. When did this become the Date Mimi Imfurst hour? Not that I mind it, honey, because trust me, it's a hurricane outside, and I need someone other than Sandy to blow me. So, did I say that? If you want to date, whatever, email me. Okay, will I visit Norway? I would love to. I want to visit all these places. I get emails all the time. Will you go to this place? Will you go to that place? Can you go here? Can you go there? All this stuff. I will go wherever a goddamn club or promoter books me, honey. So if I'm not coming to your way, it's not because of me. You call your club, you go to the manager, you tell them to book me. My contact info is on mimiimfurst.com. Again, that's mimiimfurst.com. Let's see. Manila or Tammy, who is most awesome? That's an unfair question. I hate when people ask me to pick one over another because they're both weird and differently weird, I guess. Kooky, whatever. So, I really can't pick one. What is your favorite wig? Can you show it? I don't have a favorite wig. I probably own 200 or 300 wigs. I'm kind of a drag hoarder, so if I had to pick, I don't know if I could pick just one, so, Mimi, am I dressing up for Halloween? At this point, I don't know because of this goddamn hurricane. I will tell you, October has been a crazy month. I've not slept. I was home for about 1 or 2 days the entire month, and so this little hurricane is definitely a mixed blessing for me to be able to sleep and have this little chit-chat with all of you. Am I contractually obligated to do this chat? No, I'm not. But I enjoy it. Do you have a talent agent that's booking you, or do you do it myself? I do some myself, but I do have an agent who does a lot of booking for me. His name is David. He's amazing, and you can book me by emailing him. His email is on mimiimfurst.com. That's mimiimfurst.com. I literally had somebody just email me their phone number, and it popped up on my screen. So, if you should send a picture too, if you really want to call. If you really want me to call you and you want to hang out with me, you could email me, but you could also send me a picture. That usually helps. How much Absolute Vodka do they give you per episode? Not enough, because I like a lot of Absolute Vodka. Which RuPaul's Drag Race star do you think that should have been there? I really wanted Fifi to be there. I really want to be Fifi's partner. I don't know why I have this fantasy in my head, but I think it would have been stupid. Ask away, you have a good question. I'm an awful role model. Where did my name come from? I had a list of names and I wanted it to be a play on words. And I literally asked my friends which name I should pick. And my friend Portia, who you might have seen if you watched the Wanda Sykes show, she was her like drag sidekick for that season, that one whole season of that show, said, if you don't pick Mimi Imfurst, you're an idiot. I was robbed. Well, yes. If you watch that lip sync, bitch, I turned that lip sync, honey. I turned that out something fierce. So, what can you say? I didn't win. Oh, well. What's my favorite TV show except for Drag Race? Without a doubt, West Wing. Best show ever. I can watch West Wing again and again and again and again, and it is always amazing. You should watch. If you haven't watched West Wing, you need to Netflix that because it's sickening. I noticed that you tend to channel Divine in your style. Is that intentional? A little bit. I think Divine is an amazing icon. I kept blocking Chad. Well, no, I was trying to get Chad to lip sync with me because it's a duet. Contrary to what Chad says, what has made me think this is a duet? Well, actually, it was. When is Excel going to tour? We're always going on tour, honey. You can go to excelmusic.com. We have our scheduled on there. When I've gotten upset at Pandora, push the button. Not at all, girl. Push the button. Push it all you want. Who do you want to win the presidential race? Barack Obama. Well, I want Hillary Clinton, but that's a different story for a different day. What best describes my style? Sassy camp. Top shelf camp. I mean, I don't know what my style is. It's just Mimi. That's my style. Mimi Imfurst. Do you think you or Pandora had a bigger hand in sending you both home? I think it's kind of part of both of our faults. I think it's out of our control. It's nothing on Drag Race is logical. I don't understand it. So I'm just enjoying the ride, honey, and I think all the girls on the show are. Do I think that drag is theater? Yes, 100%. Drag is a theatrical medium. And I think of every lip sync song as an acting piece, and that's how I consider it. Love you, Florida. I would lip sync a song for you right now. What song do you want to hear? I'll lip sync whatever you want. Oh, I lost it. I don't know what happened. I can't believe alright, there's a hurricane going on outside, and I am here lip-syncing Paula Abdul. Smoking a cigarette and drinking the biggest cocktail I've ever seen in my life. Alright. Let's answer your questions. You got questions, you need to ask me And, oh, see, look, now I got another email. Let's see. I got an email with a picture of, oh, a very cute boy named Daniel. Hi, Daniel. Thanks for emailing me. What can I say? He obviously has a fetish for characters from movie musicals that hurricanes are named for. Lip sync queen. I should paint my face like Sandy. I think you all should get dressed up like Sandy right now. What team do you think should have gone home in your place? I'm not going to answer that question because it will get me in trouble, honey. Go look at the pictures. Go look at the pictures on the Drag Race Facebook page, honey, and you decide which pictures are better. And then you look at our outfits in the runway, and the category was a unified look. That's all they asked for. Not a sexy dress. A unified look. And you be the judge. Who am I rooting for in All-Stars now? I'm rooting for RuPaul. Team RuPaul. What's your favorite Lee Bowery look? Actually, I have like a whole. You can't see it, but my entire like area here is covered with pictures of Lee Bowery. I love that, like the green. There's like one that he had that was like green fur, and it, like Lady Gaga, Alexander McQueen kind of knocked it. First of all, Alexander McQueen has knocked off Lee Bowery time and time and time and time again. And that look that Gaga had in that Bad Romance video with the green heels, that's just Lee Bowery. I mean, it's almost identical. So it's kind of just sad. Let's see. Answer your questions. Would you consider drag theater? Actually, I used to do a drag theater company. We had one called Shim Mamser Productions, and we used to do stage readings of classics. We did Steel Magnolias, The Children's Hour, Women Behind Bars. I've done national tours of Hedwig and the Angry Inch, of the Rocky Horror Show, so you should definitely... What advice would you give for somebody wanting to pursue drags? Just have fun with it. Try something new. Try something different. You know, it's definitely the best part of it is that you can do whatever you want with it. You know, you can literally like. You can break rules, you can just kind of be whatever you want. So when people ask me, I'm like, just, what are the rules of drag? I'm like, just do whatever you want, girl, because that's what it's about. Was I scared when I had a lip sync against Chad? Not really. It's just all kind of fun. I love Chad. Has this drag guy ever hit on you while you've been in drag? Yes, of course. I've been hit on by a lot of people while I'm in drag. It's always weird. Especially, it's funny to me when I get hit on. Like, for instance, I've been hit on while I've been dressed up as the Virgin Mary, which I think is odd. I've been hit on while I'm dressed up as John Benet Ramsey, which is even weirder. So sometimes when I get hit on like that, it's just kind of like, well... How do I feel about Santino Rice as a judge? I love Santino. Hands down, like, he's just awesome. He's a cool guy, and, like, outside of the show, somebody you definitely want to get to know. How is your relationship with your family post-Drag Race? I mean, I was adopted. My adopted family is, like, great. I have 2 lesbian moms, and so they are very supportive of me doing drag. What are my plans for the future? My plans for the future are working on stuff with Excel, and I'm DJing a lot now, and I am getting ready to go on tour with my stand-up comedy show, I Would Hate Me Too, which debuts November 10th at the Laurie Beachman Theater in New York City, and you should definitely buy a ticket to it. I'm getting pictures of all my friends who are out in the hurricane right now, and actually, I have people who know me who are texting me questions of my friends in drag outside in the storm. Okay, let's see. Would I come back to Barracuda? I would love to. I would love to work anywhere, girl. Please. Hire me. It's all good. Trying to get the Sandy wig right. Somebody is calling me. If it's I can't answer right now, so y'all gotta leave me a message. Smoking out the cigarette by the hurricane. What outfits were you preparing to wear that we missed? You missed a lot of amazing outfits. It's funny because like I really revamped a lot of my style for Drag Race, and I went in with a lot more of a fashion-forward wardrobe. And you know, due to circumstances, I didn't get to wear that kind of stuff. So whatever. Come to Kentucky. I would love to come back to Kentucky. I had so much fun there. Actually, I've been there a few times. Do you think my time on All Stars cut too short? Definitely. So maybe in a future season you will see more of me. We'll see. Would I do a live performance at someone's house if they paid me? I have, and I will. I've done lots of private parties. So, have I and Pandora patched things up? Yes, we're great. We just did a show on Saturday with, it was Pandora, Willem, Sherry Vine from YouTube, and myself did a show at a casino. And Pandora and Sherry have done casino shows before us, so we work together a lot. Do you feel like you were cast specifically to be a troublemaker in All Stars? I was definitely cast on All Stars to stir the pot. I imagine that's what they were thinking when the producers called me and asked me to do the show. What's your going rate? I don't know, girl. Email me if you want to hire me. Who's crazier, Tammy or Jada? That's a tough one, but I'm gonna give Tammy Brown with the crazy meter on that one. How was meeting Big Ange? Big Ange is a drag queen, and she is so much fun. She lives near me, which is cool, so I see her from time to time. Can I come to Louisville, Kentucky? I've been to Louisville. I was there this past summer, so hopefully I can come back. Apparently we have 10 more minutes left of this chat, so I want to get your questions in. I want to sleep with half of you. Whatever you got, ask away. Ask away. Look at me, I'm Sandra D. Yeah, if you have questions afterwards, you can email me. I try to respond as much as I can. I'm very busy, but if I can get to you, I definitely love to answer my fans' questions. So email me at fans@MimiI'mFirst.com. That goes directly to my iPhone, so I'm always on it. Fans@MimiI'mFirst.com. Alexis was at Club CO2, said I turned the party out. I do. I want to get booked at CO2, so if y'all know somebody there, they should hire me. Did you get drunk in the Gold Bar? Did they try and get you drunk in the Gold Bar? No, because last time we got drunk, Shangela and I got in a fight, so I think they kind of cut back the liquor. You ever been to New Orleans? No, I'd love to come to New Orleans. Never been to Canada. I would love to go to Canada. So, definitely book me, call me. I don't know. If you could date any of the All-Star Queens, who would you pick? I don't know. Like, none of them are necessarily my type, but I'm not against dating a drag queen, so I don't know. Let's see. Oh. I need to not sit so close to the camera so you see all the flaws in my face. Do you have a fan page on Facebook? Yes, I have a fan page. It's themimiimfirst.com. I can't... Facebook.com/themimiimfirst. It's my fan page. I can't add anybody on my personal page. I hate it. I can't do anything on Facebook. I think the whole Facebook friends limit is the lamest thing I've ever seen in my life. Do I make my living 100% doing drag? Yes, I do. You should start a political show called The Gaily Show. You know, that's a really good idea. I would love to do a political news show. I've always said that I've wanted to be on Bill Maher's show more than anything in the world. I am a big nerd, and I watch the news religiously 24/7. MSNBC is usually on in my house. My dream date would be with Rachel Maddow. I want her to be a bartender on my dream date. I think that would be fun. Will I say hi to Josh? Hi, Josh! Does it hurt you when people make fun of my drag name? No, I just think it's tired and lame. If I hear, like, Mimi, I'm fat, Mimi, I'm first to go home, Mimi, I'm this, Mimi, that, I'm like, girl, you need to come with a better joke, because first of all, I came up with all those jokes before y'all started saying it. And second of all, I've heard it from everybody 100 times thereafter. So I have no problem, but come up with something original, please. It's just stupid. I don't mind people talking shit, but I hate stupid people. I have no place for it. You know, it's funny because I do a Ustream chat, actually. On Thursday nights, I do a Ustream. I put the link on my fan page on Facebook. It's facebook.com/the Mimi Imfurst. I do a Ustream chat. It's also hosted on MimiI'mFirst.com, my fierce website, MimiI'mFirst.com, and I do a Ustream chat there, and I DJ on Thursday nights, so I do it from the DJ booth. It's kind of cool, so you can hear what I'm playing, and you can request songs, and the feed goes directly to it, so it's a really good quality, so definitely check that out. I don't know Galiana Purde Braz from Israel, but one of the girls in my band is from Israel, so maybe she does. I don't know. Do you think it was a mistake when they gave you the call? No, I don't. I wish that the other queens had given me more of a chance, but whatever. You can't change the past. Who had the idea to create Excel? It was kind of a group thing. It just kind of happened. So thank you, Club CO2. I would love to come there. You guys have had a lot of the girls, and I've heard good things, and I would seriously love it. I want to go, like, everywhere. Like, that's the thing, is, like, I love to put on shows. I don't need to sleep. I just want to be entertaining. I just want to have a good time. I want to get drunk. I want other people to drink. Like, that's my thing. Is like, if you're not coming to a bar, it's like, if you're coming to a bar, you got to have a lot of fun. That's kind of my philosophy. And I see a lot of these queens just showing up and just kind of like, phoning it in, and I just don't get it. It's not my thing. These queens from Drag Race need to step it up, honey. They are the best of the best, so serve it. Did I get to the New York? I was at the New York premiere party. I don't know what the question is. You're awesome. How long have you been DJing? I've been DJing since I was like 17, but I kind of stopped for a long time, so I'm just kind of picking it back up. It's a little bit like riding a bicycle. You never quite, forget how to do it, but, of course I have to rebuild up my music library. Do you know any queens who sing live? A lot do. Did you have a drag mother when you started doing drag? No, I did not have a drag mother when I started doing drag. I kind of learned it all on my own. Would you pick up Sandy over your shoulder? I would love to pick Sandy up and carry her away. I have no idea what's going to happen with this storm. I'm just praying that we had like 2 little brief like power, and I'm just praying that if that does happen, it's after I have the ability to wash this makeup off. You should contact the Connections Club in Louisville. I would love to go to Connections. Trust me, I'd love to go to all these bars. So I would hope that they will book me. I hope they will understand that I have a lot more to offer than what they got to see on RuPaul's Drag Race. So you should definitely come in. Am I single? Yes, I'm single, and I've had 5 people email me already since the beginning of this chat asking me out. So if you would like to be a suitor, you can email fans@MimiI'mFirst.com and send a picture and a phone number or something. I don't know. fans@MimiI'mFirst.com. If you just have a question afterwards, I would love to answer your questions. I love getting fan mail. I love talking to my fans, and I try to respond as much as I can. So I know we only have about 2 or 3 more minutes. So if I don't get to your question, you can email me, fans@MimiI'mFirst.com. Is RuPaul's Drag Race a curse or a blessing? It's definitely a blessing, definitely. Is it easy? Does it make things easier? Not always, but it definitely is a blessing. And I guess in some ways, that's also what makes it a blessing, that it challenges you and it gives you lessons and teaches you things that you need to learn. I don't know this queen from Israel. I've said it 3 times. I don't know who she is. Do I escort? No, I do not escort, but thank you for playing. Have I been approached by any sponsors or companies after the starting on Drag Race? Yes. And some of them worked out and some of them have not. Where did I grow up? I grew up in Boston, and then in Maine. Now I live in New York. You got just another minute. Answer your last minute questions. Do you feel the judges have a bias against Camp Queens? I don't feel like they have a bias against Camp Queens, actually. I think they actually enjoy Camp Queens. I think that the show is, however, maybe not geared towards Camp Queens, and that's fine too. How was I able to get the queens from the in my Excel video? I asked them, and they said yes. How drunk were you and Shangela? Very. If I got to do a celebrity impersonation on the show, I think now I'd have to impersonate Honey Boo Boo Child. I'm obsessed with Honey Boo Boo Child. I want to be the nation's premier Honey Boo Boo Child impersonator. Because Donna make me holla, honey. Do I know Crystal something? Yes. Where do I get my contacts? From Ghetto Beauty Stores. Am I a top or a bottom? You'll have to find out. Where do I DJ? I DJ all over the country. I have a residency at Resorts Casino in Atlantic City, which I don't know if the casino's going to be there after this weekend. So, but I'm DJing next Friday in New York City at Excel Nightclub for the Sahar Davenport benefit. And I am going to be DJing. I have some gigs lined up in Chicago and Portland, Maine. So definitely check out MimiImfurst.com. I'm going to be updating it probably tomorrow with dates for the rest of the year. Would I consider making songs by myself from Excel? No, not right now. I'm just doing music with Excel. It's kind of my focus music-wise. My favorite John Waters film, Desperate Living. Hi, Emma Winters. Chicken or fish? Chicken. I'm allergic to seafood. I would love to come to London. Trust me, London and Berlin are my number 2 cities, my 2 favorite cities I have to go to. So if you are in London or Berlin and you want to book me, you should definitely book me, please. We'll be back in Milwaukee. I'm going to be in, God, where am I going to be? I'm going to be in Madison, Wisconsin, and I'm going to be in Three Oaks, Michigan, and I'm going to be in Chicago. Those are the closest places that I can think of right now that I'm going to be the second week of December. After the Drag Race tour, I'm going to those cities. I'm doing a Midwest tour of my Christmas show, A Very Merry Christmas. I do an entire Christmas show where I play the Virgin Mary, and I retell the story from her side of perspective using pop music. It's 90 minutes. There's music throughout the entire thing. The entire thing has custom tracks made. It's underscored and it goes into music and it goes back in underscoring. It was a complicated piece to create, write, and produce, but it's a lot of fun. So 90 minutes of nonstop amazingness, and that's going to be in Chicago, Three Oaks, Michigan, and Madison, Wisconsin in December. You can go to MimiImfurst.com, check my schedule. What was my college major? Theater. How do I get gigs in drag? Girl, I did not snatch nobody else's gig, honey. That is the most absurd argument of me trying to snatch Alexis Mateo's gig. I live in New York City. Do you really think I need to go to Florida to get a job? She was not even fired from that bar until long after. So they actually stopped hiring me before she got fired. So I don't really know what the full story is, and I don't care. It's not my business. Hi, Kat. Have I performed in Scandinavia? No. Yay, Marla, I will see you in Madison then. I will be there December. I can tell you the date, actually. I'll tell you the dates of my upcoming tour dates real quickly before I go. Here are some upcoming places I am going to be. Let's see. November 10th, I Would Hate Me Too. It debuts in New York City. After that, I start to go on tour. I'm going to be in Maine performing at the Holiday Inn for the USM Royal Majesty Drag Pageant. Which is a show I've been doing for, God, since I was 17. 17 years.